There should be any children here.
I'm not a child. I'm
a very small man. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
It's a juggler. No, that's okay. It's not like Nidoqueen is weak against Psychic.
Yeah. No.
But how bad could it be? Probably pretty bad.
Jesus was well known in the Bible for being really fast.
No!
Oh, Snorlax! Oh my God!
Oh God!
You're the
I'm a
worst.
monster. Okay, let's see.
Oh.
Yep.
Damn.
All right.
Tackle. Fuck you. Pretty bad.
Okay.
This is the part where I make a note to myself to bring back a montage of the 4 Pokemon that died this Monday.
Good. My best bet is Horton. Ugh. I don't like it.
Yeah. Thankfully, once we're done with Saffron, there is not much of a need for Psychic coverage again.
No, yeah, that's really nice, actually.
Psychic is just so... Even here, 3 generations in, it's still fucking...
Well, this isn't really 3 generations in.
I mean, it
is, but like they didn't.
It's basically 1 generation plus the Dark type plus Magnemite is Steel type, and
yeah, but
so it's kind of weird.
The Pokemon typing was the problem in the first game, and that hasn't changed.
At least not until you beat the Elite Four.
Right. Nice. Good job, Kadabra. You fucking gouge your eye out with that spoon.
Yeah, I scooped it right out.
Wow, Headbutt was way.
Put it on the top of some ice
better.
cream.
That's good.
Just delicious. Hi, this is the D-pad, by the way.
This is the D-pad. This is an online show of some kind.
You can watch it. You can listen to it. You can mute it and just watch us and wonder why John is just standing there. Or other times when he's moving and you're like, man, I wonder what the mind frame that he was in when he did that. But you won't know because you muted it.
Yeah, it's a very interactive experience.
It is.
If you choose it to be.
I'm going to be honest here. I've never seen a chubby mime.
Well, oh man, so I'm a big fan of the Offspring. I think they're a pretty good band. I know that they're a little bit of a guilty pleasure, but I also just like them so. Hey, all right, I just like them so much and have for so long that I just like don't even give a shit.
Yeah.
So I just like them. But they have a new single out. Well, there's. Yep, definitely gonna do this.
Nice.
They have a new single out and they made a music video for it, and it's just a bunch of clowns like fucking killing each other. It's a bunch of like scary clowns having a clown fight club. And then in the end of the video, a mime comes around and he has like actual fucking mime powers and just like blows them all away.
That's actually really cool.
It's a cool idea, but
I love mime
like
powers.
Super tacky, but it was pretty cool.
I love whenever people depict mimes as actually having control over the invisible things they're interacting with. It's like my favorite mime. It's my favorite trope, even remotely related to clowns or like clowny things.
Clowning.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think the reason is for a fear of clowns?
Don't know.
There's a lot of like. I don't know that I'm necessarily afraid of clowns. I can definitely understand the unsettling nature of clowns sometimes.
Yeah.
I was reading up. I just happened on the TV tropes page about like scary clowns. For one, it's called coulrophobia. C-O-U-L-R-O phobia. It's an actual like fear, and they say that there's actually a pretty large percentage of the population that is innately afraid of clowns, including like small children and babies.
Weird.
Will just be afraid of that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it is unnatural, if nothing else. Like, if we take, like, the possibility of a bad clown experience out of the equation, a bad clown experience.
Like John Wayne Gacy? Like...
Yeah, maybe. That's one,
yes. Pretty, I mean, let's drive that from 0 to 95 and, like...
But, like, when you're a little kid, your favorite thing in the world is your mom.
Yeah.
And hopefully a clown is, like, loud and colorful and like... brash and all the things that your mother isn't.
I was gonna say, like, how does this relate to moms? I guess
I mean maybe
I've never really thought.
So with no like context, people would still be afraid of clowns.
I've heard a few possibilities. The thing is, it's one of those weird psychological things. Like psychology itself is still one of the newest sciences. Like we still understand very little about human psychology, but there was there were some thoughts about like maybe it has to do with the fact that usually they have pasty white skin, which is reminiscent of like a corpse or a dead body. There's also like The paint is usually jarring in color.
Right.
It usually exaggerates the features into a way that might seem grotesque.
Yep.
There's also the thought of like mental instability because they're like unusually and unsettlingly happy
Right.
about weird things. I think part of it may just have to do with the fact that fiction has fucked up clowns so much that we're now growing more afraid of them over time.
Yeah, I would say that's probably true. I mean, that's the only one I can think of. Twisted
Yeah.
Metal.
It is a good, Twisted Metal. Supernatural actually had an episode with like killer clowns.
Yeah, Are You Afraid of the Dark had one.
Yep.
It's everywhere. We
Yeah.
don't have to name them. We don't have to prove it to you.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. Right?
Oh, was it Are You Afraid of the Dark or was it Goosebumps that had
Brain Explode.
that had like Zebo?
That was Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are You Afraid of the
I
Dark?
think it was Zeke. No, maybe it was Zebo.
I think it was
you're
Zebo,
right.
yeah. It was all about getting his nose.
Yeah.
I never realized how awkward those shows actually were until seeing
No,
this
they're
stuff the second
awesome.
time around.
Don't worry about it.
There's definitely better ones. I still have fond memories of Goosebumps with
Laser Brain.
Whoa my god, fucking the Mask, the Haunted Mask. The first Haunted Mask is still like a classic in like kid horror in my mind.
Are we talking about Goosebumps?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
No. Oh, that's a real like that is probably, if there had to be a bar for the line between a good kid friendly, I guess, horror and a bad one, I'd say the Mask is the Haunted Mask is probably the line.
Okay.
Anything worse than that is kind of like, all right, I guess. And it's just cheesy enough that where you can be like, all right, Goosebumps, whatever. But anything better than that is definitely like good.
Okay.
I don't know. It's hard to explain.
No, I know. I think I see what you mean. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom.
Somewhere back home, I have a little Fisher Price box that I had from when I was real little, and it's full to the brim of every Goosebumps book.
Somewhere back home, he means under his bed right
Yes.
now.
Under my pillow, please.
It's actually his mattress.
Yeah, it's
all
funny.
Those books.
I'm not much of a reader these days just because I'm usually busy. I usually don't, or at the very least, I feel like I'm too busy. I feel
It's-
like I could actually squeeze some reading in if I really tried.
Yeah.
And I should. I really should read more. Sarah reads a lot, and she always wants me to try to read more, and she's not wrong for that. But I don't even think about, like, when I was a kid, I read a lot. Like, a lot. Like, not just the Goosebumps stuff, but, like, I read actual books. I read the Countdown series. Was really good.
Countdown.
The idea of the Countdown series was the year 2000 strikes, and instantly everyone younger than 13 and older than 19 just dissolves into a pile
Oh,
of gray
fuck.
sludge.
That's
and
exciting.
now what's left of the world has to figure out what's going on and stop it from continuing.
That's pretty cool.
Because as people turn like 19 or 20 or whatever, they just gone. So some of the main characters are just like, where they're just like, they're getting more tense over time. Like, what's the problem? It's like, I turned 19 in 4 days. And it's like,
Dun,
oh,
dun.
shit. It's a series of 12 books. They take place over the course of the 12 months of the year 2000. It's a cool idea. Very young adult centric, like,
Yeah.
but still a cool idea.
Well, that's a neat idea. Revenge.
What have you read lately, John? Have you read anything? Like, do you read? Do you know how to read? We mentioned your dyslexia before.
I know how read to.
That is good, John. That is good.
I do read. I don't read enough, I think.
Mm.
Most people would say that. I read a lot of nonfiction.
That's fine.
I also, I read...
Really, that's the best kind of stuff to read in terms of knowledge, because now you know stuff that has happened along with, getting a literary sort of...
Yeah, exactly. And, I read I read books on stuff I want to learn about. So, I've lately read a couple of books on nutrition.
Nice.
I read a book on the philosophy of religion, of all things, just because it was recommended and it looked good. I read Tina Fey's Bossy Pants. That was fun.
What was the name of Amy Poehler's one?
Yes, please.
Gotcha.
I have not read that.
I mix those two up all the time. Not the women, but their
books.
their books.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
So close. I read A Brief History of Pokemon. That's not true, but
I was gonna say, is that a thing?
we should make that.
I was gonna say, if it's not, then let's fucking get
Dibs.
on that.
Patent pending. You
Oh,
heard it here
man.
first. Copyright.
We're already doing our Mega Man stuff. We could always make a little.
A Brief History
Yeah.
of Pokemon. Flame out.
We're talking about a cool idea we've got for near the end of the year. We're not going to say anything about it beyond that, but get excited.
Get excited for this horribly vague thing that I'm telling you about.
Pokemon themed. We've got enough. Our biggest surge in fans outside of the Zelda Informer article has definitely been our Nuzlocke followers.
Yeah.
I think our Nuzlocke videos still tend to be our most watched videos, though Mega Man is usually like just underneath
Mega Man's
it,
really
so,
catching up.
Yeah, which is good. And I think once we start getting into the later stuff, it'll be pretty interesting also. My Pokemon is my loyal servant. Go,
Sorry,
Jinx.
could we get
no!
Could we get another take with that scientist, Rodney, but where you were more creepy?
My Pokemon is my loyal servant.
No, it's still not believable. Give me something a little bit darker.
My Pokemon is my loyal servant.
That's excellent. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Squeak.
Let me know if you need me for another project.
No problem, Rodney. Have a good one, okay?
You too. See you later. Tell your wife I said hi. This sketch brought to you by What the Fuck Are We Doing?
With our lives.
Oh, my God.
No, it's... Wow.
Ooh, nice.
I was like,
No, this whole 4-year thing has been starting. Actually, yeah, today. Happy 4th birthday to the D-pad.
Happy 4th birthday to the D-pad!
I've been thinking a lot about the last 4 years have flown, like, actually...
Really flown.
They've really flown by, and we've grown a lot in terms of, like, what we do.
Yep.
There's so much more happening than what we did 4 years ago, and 2 days, because that's when we recorded it. Me, you, and Beeble sat down in me and Beeble's shoebox apartment and talked about, like, video game-based movies and movie-based video games.
I remember that day.
On our H4n recorder, which we still own. It's duct taped together because it's dying, but... and then threw it up 2 days later talking about, like, all that stuff for the D-Pad podcast, and, like... I don't know. I can never tell if it seems like we're growing real fast, or we've just been taking this real steady
Yeah, I think
path.
that's probably the one.
I kind of honestly don't even really mind the slow path.
No,
I feel like
think
we've got a...
Slow and steady wins the race, is what I heard someone say once.
Yeah, I feel like it's a nice... I love that fucking high-pitched that they drop in there. I feel like it gives us a chance to really know our fan base and know our followers and the people who are really...
Which is actually proving to be pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's hard to keep up sometimes, too. I looked, and we get... in an average month, we get between 800 and 1,000 comments.
Wow.
Which is like 30 a day, every day, forever.
That's cool.
And I feel bad because I used to try to respond to most comments, and nowadays I just can barely keep up. So I apologize. I usually try to respond to at least the ones that are interesting. And for what it's worth, because this has come up a couple times now, we do read every comment.
Yeah.
Or at least I read every comment. John has been reading a lot more and jumping
Oh,
in the conversation.
no!
You'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Nido Queen is a tank.
It's true, but it's still scary to see
It is
that.
definitely scary.
All right. I
But
think
yeah, no,
keep
we
going
do
a
read
little
them all.
longer.
We don't mind the long comments at all. We appreciate people defending our time and ability to read the comments, but it's
Yeah.
totally fine, guys. Do not worry.
Yeah, comment as much
you know.
as you like. We like it.
Yeah, and talk to each other
Short
too.
comments, long comments,
Yeah.
black comments, white comments,
Yeah.
whatever you
No
you
fucking
feel.
purple comments, all
I've
right?
been
We don't
reading-
want to see that shit. See
I've
this
been
muck?
reading-
Fuck this muck.
Yes, in fact. See. Oh, come on.
Muck fuck you.
He didn't really. He just kind of
Subject of a muck fuck.
didn't die. One more time.
It's an unlucky muck fuck.
Yes. Well, anyway.
But yeah, no, we
I've been trying to read all the comments too.
no.
It's fun.
We're trying
I
to
try
find-
and like, if nothing else, like I'll just like a comment.
Yeah, I'll do that a
So-
couple times too. We're trying to find ways to grow as organically as we can. Sometimes we try to force stuff a little too hard, and it doesn't always take.
We don't.
But
I don't think we have a big problem with that.
no, I mean, I did my Vlogter Who thing for a little while.
Oh
and
yeah, that one.
that was a
yeah.
bad project, and because I decided that I was going to do a spoiler-free version and a spoiler-filled version, and it's just too much.
You split your
Planning out 2 educational, like plot-based response videos every week for 13 weeks in a row was never going to work. I started getting further and further behind, and after week 4, I just couldn't. I didn't even finish editing my 4th with spoilers video. I still have the raw footage in case I ever want to throw it up for novelty's sake, but
Right.
it's also tricky because copyrights are a lot trickier. Even if it's for review and it's for fair use and all that stuff, it's sometimes hard to argue that stuff.
Yeah, we get a lot. you're a lot more likely to get flagged.
Exactly, yeah. And but we, we have ideas. We got stuff. We're trying to figure out ways to better manage our time. We're certainly at some point by the time this summer comes around, we're probably gonna be cranking back a little bit on the straight up Let's Play aspect, so that we can build up the channel more. For example, like Mega Man is still going to be a thing at least through this and probably next year.
Yeah.
Solid.
And I don't think we'll ever totally be free of Pokemon.
No, I think we'll always at least have one Pokemon-ish thing going. We may take a couple of weeks off when Ruby Sapphire is done just to give ourselves a breather, but I don't think you'll ever be more than a month or two away from Pokemon on either end. Zelda, we're going to probably take a break from after Ocarina and Majora are done, just because Zelda U got held back until next year, and we fucked ourselves pretty hard by doing both of those at once due to the release date stuff. So we're starting to get we're experiencing a little fatigue on that.
Hey Rick.
Yeah.
Sure did. No, it's fine. It's not that bad actually. I'm actually kind of, I don't want to say enjoying it. Oh God.
I feel like it's good for you too, just because you didn't do a whole lot of Ocarina or Majora the first time around.
Yeah, so now I'm getting the experience.
Exactly.
It's my legendary Let's Play.
Exactly. We've actually changed up the playlist setup online, so the legendary Let's Play is still split in 3 parts, but now Ocarina and Majora's Mask 3D are separated off into their own one called the Legendary Let's Play 3D, along with the DLC for Hyrule Warriors. There's a reason for that, and that'll come around when Zelda U comes out, but I don't know. By the summertime, we're probably going to be doing Mega Man and a Pokemon. Yep. And as far as Let's Plays go, that's maybe it.
Well, and then we'll be doing some stuff that's like less regular.
Yeah.
I
want to do...
The problem we have is we keep committing to these really big projects, and that take like years to finish.
I would love to do like Toe Jam and Earl, the Toe Jam and Earl series, because Toe Jam and Earl Back in the Groove, a spiritual sequel and I guess direct sequel to the first Toe Jam and Earl game, is coming out at the end of this year. So it'd be nice to take a look at those Toe Jam and Earl games and enjoy those. I love the first 2 very much. I never played the one for the 360. I heard it wasn't that great, and the original creators weren't terribly pleased with the direction they had to take to make that work. But I don't know. There's a lot of fun stuff, but I think if you guys have questions about where we're going with stuff, feel free to ask in the comments.
Requests or suggestions or anything. Yeah.
We've got plans for Pokemon. We have idea. We're probably going to do Insurgents after Ruby and Sapphire, or the other one, Uranium. Yeah. One of those 2 will probably be our next Pokemon thing, just because we want to take a break from our padlock format and kind of do something a little different, a little less intensive, something we can actually work together on the whole way through.
Yeah,
because we get a little lost in the metagame sometimes if, the last couple, months of Ruby Sapphire has been any indicator.
Get a little lost in the metagross. Yeah. All right, then we will see you next time.
Yeah, later.